Daylight come and me want to go home. My first time in Vermont. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want to go to Vermont for today's creature feature. I am so excited to be here, guys. One of my favorite movies of all time. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Wait a minute. Do I say it 3 times right up front? No, I think I'll wait for it. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, if it's your first time. I am Tampa J, and I love Beetlejuice. Oh, I said it. Hope you like Italian. It's showtime. Some of my favorite quotes. I always knew that this movie, welcome to the filming locations, the Beetlejuice, by the way. I always knew that this movie would bring me to Vermont for the very first time. Hello, Vermont. Gosh, this is beautiful. The filming locations to Tim Burton's masterpiece, Beetlejuice. If you're a fan of this film like I am, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I hope you enjoy my experience, and also I will present to you the filming locations of Beetlejuice. And guess what? They are filming Beetlejuice 2 right now, or they have been the past couple months, in the same very town that they filmed the first movie. And we might actually see a bit of the set today. So welcome to the filming locations to Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice 2. My car's up there. Let's hit the road. There's much ahead. The town, the whole entire town, right up here. Wait till you get there, baby. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetle. Okay, so I just turned off the main highway, which was up there. I'm coming into East Corinth, the town where they filmed Beetlejuice. And immediately on top of that hill, oh my gosh, that's the house. Holy cow. So that would have been the same spot the original house sat. They have reconstructed the house from Beetlejuice from the first film. I believe that is the second movie's filming location. That's the house on top of the hill. That is so cool. Hopefully we'll be able to go around the front. Wow, okay. So I'm hoping eventually we'll go up the hill and be able to see the front side of the house. It looks like it's just a facade. You can see the back side is currently under construction or being deconstructed. So I'm gonna drive into East Corinth all the way through town. I'll begin on the other side, and I'm gonna show you the scenes from the original film with screenshots and compare them then and now, what the movie locations look like today, all these years later. Down the hill there, ooh, bees. Watch out, ooh, hello. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is Maitland Hardware right up here. That's Maitland Hardware. Rewind coffee roasters. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. All of this is in the movie. The whole entire town. Now in the far, right up there on the hill, we'll get there eventually. Don't worry, we'll show everything today. Is the house they've reconstructed. The original house where Adam and Barbara lived. It's way up there. Okay, this is Maitland Hardware. From the, oh man, goosebumps on my goosebumps, man. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk around town here and show you each of the spots, show you the frames from the original film. And I am happy to announce to you, I am so giddy right now, that they have recreated the filming locations for the second film. There are signs still in place. There are, oh my gosh, right over there. No spoilers, hold on, we'll get there. There are signs still in place. They have reconstructed the town from the original film for the sequel. Freaking Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. This is a treat. Thanks for joining me, guys. Let's begin over by the bridge. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh my gosh. They have reconstructed the bridge for the sequel, and they have placed back the sign from the movie. come back again soon, which you can see this sign in frame when you first see this bridge. Adam and Barbara coming down from their house, crossing the bridge the first time, going to the hardware store, coming back, and then the dog, them swerving away. The rest is history. They crash into the wall, they plummet. I'm gonna match all these shots up for you. This is freaking sick. I'm gonna show you on my phone also. I will put a screenshot in the lower right hand corner at times, but here is the Volvo. We've got Barbara driving, Adam in the cockpit there. Also, the sign right there to the left of the car, and the barn. The barn's a little bit different today. It's a little wider and not as tall, but still pretty sick. Look at this. Also, the house behind it, that blue house, is right there too. So here, I'll line it up and put it into frame for you so we can do a little then and now. Actually, if I come down this way, there you go, that's a little better. That's pretty dang close. They've recreated this location all these years later. Yeah, I think the camera would have been further out. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. Also on the back of the sign, it says, "Welcome to Winter River, slow down to 15 miles per hour." That is the name of the town from Beetlejuice, Winter River. There you go. East Corinth has become Winter River once again. So they're still filming out here. There's set signs everywhere and cones around town. I'm walking to the Beetlejuice Bridge right now. Oh man, I swear I'm not gonna cry. Wow, this is amazing. Oh wow, this is where the dog was. So this would have been a wooden bridge back in the day, and they would have went off right here in the movie. This is where they would have crashed into the wall. I'm gonna match up the screenshots for the original film all the way through, guys. Different angle, different covered bridge. Also, notice the "Come back again soon" sign is a lot closer to the bridge in the original film. So this little doggy is basically credited with the whole film. If he would have never killed those two, Beetlejuice would have never began. Well, at least they wouldn't have summoned him. But yeah, it's always the little doggy's fault, but he was walking right here in front of the, on top, in front of the former covered bridge. Okay, it's a little dark. You have to use your imagination. Here's the screen grab. On the board. No, don't jump, doggy, don't jump. This was right here. And it's very cool because you can match up some of the buildings out beyond there in the screenshot, just beyond the car where the car sat. I believe this building is newer than the one in the film. We'll get there eventually, but you can make out the windows of the house over here on top of the hill as well, back then when they were filming the movie as the filming location. But this is the spot right here, the former spot of the old bridge. Don't do it, don't jump. This was like right here, right there. And the rest was history. Don't know if I'm gonna get this angle. This is more, it would have been more down there. But right over here on the side is where they popped out. All right, I'm gonna walk down here beneath the bridge. Gotta be careful though. Oh wow. And check it out, folks. Eureka. Wow. Okay, that wasn't bad. It's a nice little climb, but that wasn't bad. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna match up some screenshots from here, of course. All right, so different angle, but you can see the whole covered bridge into frame right here. The car popping out about right here at this point among the former bridge, and then falling right down in there. Put a screenshot of the car popping in for the first time, and also a little close-up right there when you see the car hanging, and then it falling. Alec Baldwin screaming, Gina Davis. It falls right here. If I get a little closer, you can make out some of the houses on the other side then and now. But this is where the car would have popped out and fell right here. I'll put some screenshots down to the lower right hand corner there so you can see it. You can make out this rock behind the yellow Volvo as it's falling. Just to show you right here. Plop. And then the water was a whole lot deeper. The Volvo landed here on its roof, and this is where it sank into the river. And yeah, you can make out this rock in the still shot I'm putting into frame. Actually, this specific rock right here. So yeah, the car fell right here, and they actually dropped a car right here in the river, which is kind of sick. That's epic. Wow. I didn't expect to see all this today. Honestly, I just heard they were filming the second film and there was potentially some of the set out here, but I didn't know everything I was gonna see. And we have only just begun, folks. This is cool. We gotta take a few photos. Right there, that's where Barbara and Adam fell to their death. And then the next scene, you see them back up at the house and they find the handbook of the recently deceased. And I'll walk back this way, back from the bridge, to show you the screenshot. When you first see the bridge, Barbara and Adam are traveling this way through it. You can make out this house again to the right in the screenshot, and of course the red bridge, and in the frame the yellow Volvo is like right here, about to travel through it. That's the first time they go to the town, just before they arrive at Maitland Hardware. So we're gonna pick up with the locations as they come to the town and go to the hardware store on the other side of the bridge. If I go back a little bit, there you go. Screenshot down in the lower right hand corner. That tree has grown a lot in the last 30 something years. But there you go. The yellow Volvo right here going under the bridge. Adam and Barbara for the first time. All right, so we furthered up from the bridge. This is the corner that the Volvo takes as the Maitlands are going to the Maitland Hardware store as they first come to town. The camera actually captures the car driving up this way, just like this Jeep, this car, and you see these houses in the background, and there's also a shot of a gentleman painting a former eagle that sat at the top of these steps. I'm just showing you this before I break down the screenshots. This is where the car came up, the yellow Volvo. And again, I'll put the screenshots in the lower right hand corner. You can make out the bridge and the house yonder in the back as the Volvo is coming right here. And then you see this house behind them as they're driving, and also the roof of that building, Maitland Hardware. The tree's kind of covering it today, but you can definitely make out the shape of the house. The car traveling right here. That's so cool. And the same spot, the same ledge, it's a little different, but right there is where the gentleman is. I thought it was an eagle. It looks like a little dog or something. He's kind of polishing it. He looks like a East Corinth street cleaner there. He's got his bucket, but the Maitlands are passing in the Volvo as he's standing right here waving. This is the spot, and across the way you can see that house again. Also, I'm noticing that that sign right there is in the movie. It's a real estate office, but this is where the gentleman was polishing that statue, which used to sit right here. Oh my gosh, that's the same sign. Jane Butterfield's Real Estate and Travel Agency. Now, I don't know if this is a real place. I think it's just a house. But again, they have recreated the sign for this filming location for the sequel. As the church bell's ringing, it's Jane Butterfield's Real Estate and Travel Agency. Jane from the movie. Hello, Jane. They've recreated the sign. I think it's time to go to church. That's amazing. I decorated that house. Jane's house. That's amazing. Also, she was a real estate agent and interior designer. But we know Otho did not like her work. This is so cool. I'm so giddy. This is amazing. And the Winter River Fire Station has been recreated. Now, this is a house, and they have recreated the signs. It looks like the owners have agreed, and they've, oh man, that's so cool. You can definitely see that in the movie. That's their garage, but in the movie, of course, it was the Winter River Fire Department. That is sick. Okay, and as the Volvo pulls up right in front of the Maitland Hardware store, currently Rewind Coffee Roasters. Now that, all these signs look like they have been freshly placed for the movie, so these could very well be Beetlejuice 2 locations. All right, so here we go. We've got Pammy's Pet Parlor, Dog Groomers, and Pet Emporium. Open hours Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And then we have Winter River Vintage clothing. So remember this when you're watching Beetlejuice 2 for the first time. And Maitland Hardware from Beetlejuice 1 is now Rewind Coffee Roasters. When I first came into town, I was like, oh, I can get some coffee, but nope. This is a film set. Check out the cones. And right here is where you see the car pull up, the Volvo. And you can make out the fire truck that sat right there on the corner, Jane's real estate sign, the house, the hardware store, Maitland Hardware, and the trim in that window right there. The building has been painted back. A little thin and now action for you right there. Alec Baldwin looking at the gentleman. Oh wow, that's sick. Right here's the spot, man. I love this movie. I've seen it so many times. I'm sure you have too if you're watching. How many times have you seen Beetlejuice? And it's just a backdrop. There's a wall right there inside the glass. So I don't think they filmed in there. If anything happened for the second film in here, it was on a studio. Look at that. Oh, this is a fake facade. They've just recreated this whole thing. This is temporary. That's not real stone. Dude, that's like plaster. Yeah. Movie magic. So this is from the film. We would be inside, just behind me. If you look out the window, now you can't see the White House because it's, you can kind of make it, but there's trees now. I'm noticing that the library has changed. I don't know what happened, but that's not the same original library. That's the one where he says, oh, nice building. And he's looking through the shades. Jeffrey Jones. When he's in his room, he's looking down, he's like, ooh, nice building. He's looking at the library with his binoculars. That building has changed. That is not the same library. It looks different. And I came on top of the hill across the street to show you this shot here. You can definitely make out the fire department to the right, and the fire truck, and Jane's house. The barber shop, yes, which was right there, the old man sitting right there. This is when they were about to take off and head back to the bridge, and that's when they were deceased. Right before that. Wow, that's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, they would have did a U-turn right here and went down the hill and right over the bridge. As we know, they didn't make it. There's the bridge right there. So most of the filming locations here in Corinth you've seen so far. There's the school, Winona Ryder's school, right over there, Lydias School. It's actually just north of here. The house is south, so we'll head to the school first, right over there on the other side of the library, and then we'll head to the house. Freaking amazing. The Maitlands. I think we're gonna get pretty close. We're definitely gonna try. Oh my gosh. I gotta actually physically drive over this bridge. Come back again soon. Whoa, there's a doggy on the bridge. No, I gotta do it. I gotta go across the bridge in the car. I almost didn't do that. Yes! I can die now. Okay, I turned around. Glad I came this way because you can see the school, Lydias School, right over there on the ridgeline as I'm coming back down the hill. This is the route, again, this is the route that Adam and Barbara took down from the house and over the bridge. Okay, I've just got to let the camera roll. Welcome to the filming locations of Beetlejuice. This is awesome. Welcome to Winter River. Take a screenshot. And it'll last longer. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetle. And right across from the East Corinth post office, little post office, is Miss Shannon's School for Girls. Lydia's School at the end of the film. Also, they replanted the sign right there. Recreated it. That's amazing. All right, let's match up some screenshots and check this place out. School's out for the summer, but not for Beetlejuice 2. Shout out to Alice Cooper. I miss you, man. Dude, that looks exact. I think it just always looks like that. Here's the sign, founded in 1890. You see the sign in the film. This is sick. freaking sick. Man, Beetlejuice fan overload. What's your favorite Lydia quote? My whole life is a dark room. One big dark room. I have that on a t-shirt somewhere. I remember a couple years ago. Oh wow, there goes a Volvo. Just like in the film, but it's not yellow, it's red. A couple years ago when Universal Studios Orlando did the Beetlejuice House and the Beetlejuice Store, I was all over that. That was so cool. That's one of my favorite tribute stores that Universal Studios, the theme park, has ever done. Very similar spot. They've actually put the flagpole back in about the same location. They've done a great job for continuity as far as recreating this filming location. Wow. Also, you can make out the building to the left of the sign in the screenshot. If you come around this way, there's a tree here now, but you can make out the corner of that building and that sign that says "Do not block." That right there can be seen in that screenshot as well. That's the screen use sign right there in this building. Do not block. It's right there in that shot behind the sign, Miss Shannon's School for Girls. Okay, I'm going to show you the next couple frames as Lydia's coming out of the door and coming down to her bicycle, which was parked right here to the right. You can make all this out in the film. Yeah, this is actually a historic building. They didn't have to do much to this. I've got it in the lower right hand corner. The steps, then red, now red. Lydia's bike on the kickstand right here. And then the other girls that are from the school just kind of walking out right there. Some still coming down the steps. She gets on her bike and she rolls off this way past this little barn, this little shed here on the corner, which you can also make out. There's a great shot. I paused it just right. I took these screenshots before I left Tampa. I had a feeling I would come up here. Me being in New Hampshire, 2 hours south this weekend, filming a haunted house, I prepped and I was like, man, I'm gonna be so close. I better go check this out. So there's a little backstory for you. Good shot of Winona Ryder, Lydia, on the bike at the end of the film right here. Her head in the screenshot would have been about right here. So she's coming down right towards us this way. Also, there's someone else on a bike right there behind her. This was the spot right here in front of the school. And then she obviously gets closer to the camera as she's coming this way on the bike. One more grab right here. You can make the windows out behind her. And the door to the shed. That is the same door, by the way. And there was also a school bus parked right there. That's where the school bus was parked. Yeah, get a little closer to that door. Pay attention to the latch in the screenshot. That is the same latch you see in Beetlejuice. Here you go. Shannon's School for Girls. I wonder where the boys went in this town. Did they have their own school? Huh. Also, I'm noticing that this is a Masonic lodge. There's a Masonic symbol right there. There's the angle you don't see in the movie. The house fictitiously would have been up on that hill. But now, we go that way. Oh, and I'd like to point out that the cemetery in the model where Beetlejuice appears in the movie, there is no cemetery in the actual location of the representation of the model in the film. I was looking for it. It would have been like right next to the library if there was a cemetery. I was hoping there would be, because that would be kind of cool. All right, I'm going up the driveway right now. You should see the house right here. Don't know how far I'm gonna get, because I think this is still a live set. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can. There's someone else out here. I don't know if they're just looking at the house too. Oh my gosh. There it is. So they built it in the same spot, the exact same spot. I believe the last one was.
Best I can do.
Okay, I'll just do a wide U. Thank you. So there's a security guy here.
They're coming out from Connecticut on the Beetlejuice 2 page. Was that you posted on there?
Oh no, that wasn't me.
No, I see it all the time.
This is a rental car.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just passing through. I'm a fan of the first film.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, like
that's funny though.
Just do a wide turn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. There's the house. Okay. Wow. That's amazing. Nice, slow, wide turn. Beetlejuice 2. It looks immaculate. Okay. There is a spot over on the hill away from this driveway. I can zoom in a little bit more and give you a better shot. We'll go try that. Yeah, that was super nice. And if you want to know exactly where that filming location is, the house, it's up on Jewel Lane, on that dead-end hilly road. Jewel Lane right here. You bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here! Ugh. Nice freaking model! Had to do it. I love that part. I used to rewind that so much when I was a kid. I think I wore out my Beetlejuice VHS, which I still have, by the way. I should have brought it. We would rewind that part so much and laugh so hard. I mean, it's like watching it. Every time I watch it, I still laugh. Man, I love that scene. Okay, so I'm gonna pull into Carless and Prescott, and you can get a nice shot of the house from here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull right here. This isn't too bad. And there's the house, the Maitlands. Now, who's anxious to see what's going to happen for Beetlejuice 2? No spoilers, I have no idea. I haven't watched any trailers, I don't even know if there is any. I typically don't look up anything. I stay away from spoiler posts. That's how I like to sit down in a theater and watch new movies. But I'm anxious to see. And Michael Keaton back as Beetlejuice, that's amazing. And very amazing that we're here today looking at the filming locations to one of the most classic movies of all time, in my opinion. Beetlejuice. 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 Please appear, Michael Keaton. I finally did it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tour. My experience, my first time experience in the locations to Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice 2. That's amazing. This is the second time I've visited the filming locations to a movie that hasn't even come out yet. The first time was the last Halloween movie, Halloween Ends, down in Savannah, Georgia. And I really hope that this movie is a lot better than that one. I'm sure it will be. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that film. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out more of my videos on the main page of my YouTube channel. Also subscribe below. I'm Tampa J, and there's always much ahead. Always in the video with that. Much ahead. Love making videos. Thanks for tagging along. Also, shout out to everyone watching. Chris, my beautiful fiance, Chris the Girl, make sure you go check out her channel as well. She is also a YouTuber. That is Chris the Girl. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out her channel. I love you, babe. Catching a plane tonight. I will be home. I'm gonna film another video on my way to the airport down in Hartford, Connecticut. I've got a little commute today, but I'm taking advantage of this time that I have here, and I'm gonna film some more stuff. So I appreciate you all joining me. Sticking to the end. Thank you for sticking to the end. Look at that. That's amazing right there. Take a screenshot. It'll last longer. All right. Know you're awesome. Know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know there's much ahead for you, my friend. I believe that in my heart, in my soul. So, all right. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I gotta spend more time in Vermont. That is beautiful. Wow. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Heading south. I'm loving New England. Much ahead.